is everybody this fine Friday? It's an absolutely beautiful day out. I have been down at the gun range picking up brass. My daughter called while I was down there and she's like, Mom, why are you doing that? And I said, because I really do enjoy it. It's just a mind-numbing task. I can just get to be down there in the sunshine and the quiet and the just fresh air, and I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed, and it just, to me, is, I don't know, I just enjoy doing it. I don't have a problem with it. I like doing it. So me and Stella stayed down there for a while. Stella and Molly, the Brian's dog at the gun shop, they ran around like crazy and had a good time. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that time. But I like the warmer weather, so I like being outside in warm weather because it just makes me feel better. So I hope you guys are having a great Friday. This morning, I got up this morning early, went to Muffins with Mrs., I think is what they call it. Not Muffins with Moms, but Muffins with Mrs. At the elementary school in Oilton with my grands, Claire and Nolan. And I'm just so thankful that they invited me to go. I enjoy it. And Nolan was like, Big Mama, we're at the back of the line. I'm like, well, that's not my fault. I was here. He was like, oh, we're at the back. And in a few minutes, I turned around and I looked and I was like, we're not at the back anymore. Nolan, see, we're in the middle now. Because there was a lot of people there this morning and it was very successful and it was good. But then after that, I went home and I sat for a little bit and prayed about the day. You know, Lord, help me to do what you would have me to do in this day. Search my heart. Make sure that I'm right with you, that I can go through this day and do the things that you would have me to do. And he sent me to John, chapter 1, verse 15. But I'm going to actually start at verse 14 to get more of the context. And I got out, well, this isn't mine. I have one of these at home, but this is the Amplified Study Bible. So it's a little bit different. But I like the wording in it, so that's why I went there. It's in verse 14, John 1:14. And the Word, Christ, became flesh and lived among us, and we actually saw his glory. Glory as belongs to the one and only begotten Son of the Father, the Son who is truly unique, the only one of his kind who is full of grace and truth, absolutely free of deception. So he's talking about Jesus. John's talking about Jesus and how good he is, and he is the Word made flesh, that God made him flesh. And then John testified, this is verse 15, John testified repeatedly about him and has cried out, testifying officially for the record with validity and relevance. This was he of whom I said, he who comes after me has a higher rank than I and has priority over me, for he existed before me. Verse 16 is the one that I really want to concentrate on, because it says, for out of his fullness, the fullness that God made him man, out of his fullness of becoming flesh, the superabundance of his grace and truth, which was very abundant, especially to them. They got to see the things and they got to hear the things and they got all of that. We have all. That means us, it meant them, it means us, it means all. It encompasses everybody. All have received grace upon grace, spiritual blessing upon spiritual blessing, favor upon favor, and gift heaped upon gift. For the law was given through Moses, but grace, the unearned, undeserved favor of God, and truth came through Jesus Christ. No one has seen God, his essence, his divine nature at any time. The one and only begotten God, that is the unique Son, who is in the intimate presence of the Father. He has explained him and interpreted and revealed the awesome wonder of the Father. So Jesus came to be God in the flesh. He's Father in the flesh. He is the flesh. He came and he delivered what God had him to do. He was about his Father's business. But I want us to understand the grace upon grace, because so many times we mess up. We do something we shouldn't have done. We say something we shouldn't have said. We went and did whatever it may be. We told a lie. Whatever it may be. We think we've lost everything with God just because of that one thing. We don't understand that we have grace upon grace. Spiritual blessing upon spiritual blessing, favor upon favor, and gift heaped upon gift. That's what Jesus came for. He came so that shame, that guilt, that whatever, maybe a fear, doubt, jealousy. It's one thing we don't talk about a lot. Fear we talk about a lot. Fear makes us not do things, but the spirit of jealousy makes us do things we normally would not do, and it's a very, very dangerous spirit. But even in those things, we still have God's grace. We still have his blessing upon blessing, his favor upon favor, his gift upon gift. We have that because he hung on that cross. And he said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." And then he said, "It is finished." He did exactly what God asked him to do. I wouldn't want to see my son get up there and do that. I want to see any of my kids, my grandkids, no. I wouldn't want to do that. And to see how they mocked him and they spat on him, they did all of the things to him, they were so inhumane to him. Why would I want my child to suffer for people like that? But God allowed that so that we, people like that, can come to know him and love him and serve him. And we all don't serve the same. We don't. We all have different callings on our life. We all have different things that we should do. And we should be thankful for that. But because somebody is good at their job, don't have that jealousy. Don't hold that against them because they're good at their job, or they're good at preaching, or they're good at singing, they're good at teaching, whatever it may be. Don't hold that against them. Be thankful that God has given them that blessing, because your blessing may be something totally different. Your blessing may be in prayer. Your blessing may be in discernment. Your blessing may be in wisdom. Your blessing may be, you cannot, just because somebody else is good at something, don't be jealous of that, because the gift that God has given you, they may not have. Just own your gift, love your gift, and work your gift for the love and the goodness of Jesus. We each have a part to play in this life. No matter what church you belong to, no matter if you belong to many churches, that doesn't matter. You still have a part in the body of Christ to do. Whether that's encouraging others, whether that's loving on others, whether that's teaching, preaching, whatever it may be, we all have that calling, and we all have grace upon grace. So when you get down on yourself and you think, "Oh, I should not have said that. Shouldn't have made that comment. Shouldn't have done that." Know that God's grace is right there waiting for you. His mercy and grace are new every day. And he's just waiting for you to say, "Father, forgive me. I didn't mean to do that." And he knows your heart. He knows your heart. And that's what he's looking at. He's not looking at what everybody else says about you. He's not looking at what your children may say, or your spouse may say, your mother may say, your dad may say. And we each have something probably from our childhood that's messing us up as adults today. But that's no excuse. That's no excuse to treat people badly. That's no excuse to speak negatively over somebody's life. That's no excuse. You can't always be the victim. Sometimes you have to stand up and own what you've done and ask for the Lord to walk with you through the rest of it. Because that's what he's waiting for. Grace upon grace, spiritual blessing upon spiritual blessing, favor upon favor, and gift heaped upon gift. For the law was given through Moses, but grace, the unearned, undeserved favor of God, and truth came through Jesus Christ. That grace is there for you today. It's waiting for you today. Reach out and take it. Quit beating yourself up. We are not going to be perfect like Jesus was. We need to love like he did. We need to flip tables like he did sometimes to clear things out of our temple, to change things in our life that need to be changed. But that's when we ask God for the wisdom and discernment to know what that needs to be. And he will give it to us immediately. So I hope that you have a great, great afternoon. And I know ball season kicks off this weekend. Macy, my one granddaughter, is not playing league ball. Neither is Claire, my other granddaughter, not playing league ball. But Nolan's playing league ball, and they start tonight. So it's a busy time. I used to kill myself and try to make it to every single game, but I have learned that I need to not try that. Number one, it's expensive. It's expensive paying the gate and paying it if you're going to 2 games and then concession food or whatever, concession, just something to drink. It gets expensive plus gas. So I have to be very careful in what I do. But I'm looking forward to watching them play. I get a big kick out of them. Macy is like ultra competitive like her mama was. Her mama didn't like to lose at checkers. Her mama didn't like to lose at nothing. She learned how to play basketball with the boys, and that taught her a lot. So it's a lot of fun. But I hope you guys will go out and enjoy the weekend and enjoy what God has put in front of you. And don't let what the enemy is telling you who you are, that you messed up, you did this, you did that, you whatever. Don't let the enemy do that to you. Stand firm in the solid name of Jesus and say, not today. I'm a child of God. I'm a royal priesthood. I am chosen. I am blessed and highly favored. And I will trample the enemy under my feet because he's given me the power. Because the same power that lived in Jesus lives in you. You have that same power. So I pray that you will use it this weekend. I pray that you walk in it, walk in the abundance that he's given you. This weekend we will have just normal everyday services on Sunday morning, 9 and 11. We've had some phenomenal services. And then this Sunday, since Fifth Sunday fell on Easter, we moved it to this Sunday. So we will be going to Freedom Church. Our praise team will be bringing the music. Michael will be preaching. And then there will be a meal afterwards. So if you're not doing anything on Sunday afternoon, if you want to go, it starts at 6, Freedom Church. If you turn the road by Come and Go, I think it's Spear is the street that it's on, but it's on Come and Go on by Come and Go on 97. You turn back and you go back towards the east. I believe it's east. Yeah, it's east. And they're back down in there is where Freedom Church is. So if you need directions, just let me know. Text the church phone 918-399-5956 and I'll get you the directions or get you the address where you can find it. I hope everybody has a great, great weekend. We dodged all the storms so far, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. So be weather aware. I don't know. I haven't looked at the weather for this weekend. I'm hoping it's nice because there's ball games this weekend, and I hope that everybody gets a chance to get out and enjoy it. But hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you back here on Monday.